Creator Clash 3 is completely fucked. It just is. It's doomed. I'd say it's probably not the best advice 2 months before the boxing event that's supposed to be the redeemer for your last failed charity boxing event to go ahead and get into beef with the boss and community that one of your fighters belongs to. But that's what iDubbbz decided to do. If you click on this video, you probably already know who Ethan and Ian are from iDubbbz and H3’s, and you probably also know that Ian dropped probably one of the most backstabby, snaky videos I've seen in a long time, his content comp on Ethan Klein. Now, Ethan and Ian have been kind of going at it for a little bit now, despite being friends for 10 years, and that video really cemented in the fact that they just aren't friends anymore, at least according to Ian, especially because half of that video decided to kind of just forget to say that the reason that Ethan is upset with the friends that iDubbbz has now is because they perpetuated the lies that led to CPS being called on them. And
your dog shitting all over the house to the point where your kids are getting giardia.
Having skulls sent to their house, human skulls.
We received 2 human skulls in the mail at our home, which led us to having a very pleasant interview with the FBI.
Now, the reason that's important is because Lena and AB of the H3 podcast, AB has been on the title card before for former creator clashes, and his wife Lena, who's also a employee of the H3 podcast, is also on the title card for Creator Clash 3. It looks so green. Camera. I swear to God, if I look green in this video, it's gonna piss me off. And when Ian dropped the content cop on Ethan Klein was actually streaming, meaning that AB and Lena were working at that time. They saw in real time someone who they are friends with, despite that person being enemies with their boss, drop a hit piece on their boss, causing Lena, again a fighter on Creator Clash 3, to have a panic attack and have to temporarily step off of the show.
By the way, iDubbbz, Lena's fucking having a panic attack because why would you do this and not even tell her? Like, why would you invite someone on the show and do this? It's just fucking mean-spirited.
And that actually led to the H3 podcast today announcing that Lena will no longer be participating in Creator Clash 3.
First off, I apologize to any of the fans who were going to see Lena. It's been a lot, and Lena's just sort of been thrown in the middle. She was kind of put in a really shitty situation, and boxing is a very serious thing, and you need your full concentration. And it was getting to a point that she was just caught in the middle of stuff, and I was afraid, and she was distracted at practice, and there's a lot to it. And yeah, she wasn't dropped. It was sort of it wasn't fair to her opponent, Froggy, as well, because if Lena was to post and promote, she would get shit, and if she didn't post, she's still getting shit, and it's not fair to Froggy and her experience. So yeah, after talking out with everyone, we figured it was best if she drops.
They just thought it was best, again, with all the drama going on, to just drop out of the fight, which is unfortunate because her opponent now just has no one to fight, and these people have been training. I'm not gonna lie, the people on the card for Creator Clash 3 do actually train. Depending on who they train with, iDubbbz and Anisa may not like too much, but they do take this shit seriously. And so it does suck having someone train for that long and having to just drop because their opponent had to, unfortunately, drop due to the actions of the guy hosting the damn thing. But at least they still have their main title card, right? Harley from Epic Mealtime and LA Beast. Well, it was actually announced yesterday from Harley's on Twitter that he will no longer be fighting. And this wasn't a mutual decision between the two, kind of like Lena. This was a just genuine, I don't want to do this anymore. You guys suck from Harley. Despite him genuinely defending Ian and Anisa constantly, I guess things just didn't work out. Your main title card is gone. This is 2 months away. On top of that, Jake Paul's fight, that's happening on the same exact day. It's over. Even if Creator Clash sold out, it wouldn't matter. Jake Paul's going to bring more attention to that because iDubbbz can't even get more than 2,000 views on his own podcast or 7,000 views on a live stream. iDubbbz has 7 million subscribers. Half of those people are probably dead, but it doesn't matter. That's insane. The main title card is gone. If you're a fan of the H3 podcast, you probably only wanted to watch Lena fight. They're not offering refunds. It is to my understanding that if a main title card changes, like it just did because Harley's no longer fighting, you may be able to get a refund. But as of now, people are saying that even their banks, when they do a chargeback, aren't putting that through, and they're just unable completely to get a refund. Now, since then, it appears that Ian has been scrambling to find new fighters for his event because obviously, they've put time into this. And again, this is kind of the redemption arc for Creator Clash. I don't know why anyone would trust them now trying to raise money for charity when, one, they're paying fighters, even though this is a charity event.
And there was a $27,000 bonus on the night of the fight, but not a bonus for the fight of the night.
Yeah, exactly. When I don't know, we didn't know that was coming. That came out of nowhere, and it was neat. It was a cool thing. Like, okay, because when Creator Clash 2 happened, now people were like, what about the bonus thing? Because there was a bonus that, like, what's going to happen with that? What's the logic of that? How's that going to play out?
Wait, so was this after they found out or before they found out that no money was going to charity?
Oh, no. Once everyone found out no money was going to charity, not a single person was like, where's my money?
Okay, got it.
And last time you guys mishandled funds so bad, you had to do a degradation stream for Ian because you guys can't handle funds. They're also hosting it in the same exact arena.
Hello everyone. I have some bad news to share with you. Unfortunately, we didn't even reach the break-even point, right? We're $250,000 in the red. Aside from the pirating, we did have higher expenses this year. It was a bigger arena. We went to the Amalie Arena, so it was twice as big.
You know, the thing they say about being crazy, doing the same thing over and over again, I don't know. Maybe being punched in the head that many times might possibly just make you a little bit crazy. Now, it seems like Ian's been frantically trying to find people to fight in the event because, again, all these people are leaving and their main title card is gone. So far as to ask Tectone if he wanted to fight. I don't care about Tectone. I don't play Genshin Impact. I think this meme is really funny though.
So iDubbbz DM'd me and he asked, how much do you weigh? So I think he's gonna try to get me in Creator Clash, which, by the way, before that comes out and before that gets invited, before I get invited to that, I'm not interested. I'd rather do a fighting event that isn't run by somebody who stabs their best friend in the back.
But it's really ironic that they would ask him because Tectone's father is a wounded veteran. And we all know what Frogan, apparently Ian and Anisa's best friend now, said about wounded veterans and PTSD.
I have no pity at all for any fucking soldiers. I will never have any fucking pity for any fucking soldiers. U.S. military? Who fucking who? I hope you get PTSD. I hope you get PTSD. And I hope you get no health insurance when you get back into fucking America. And I hope you get no health insurance when you get back into fucking America. And they posted it in my head. I'm like, base?
I don't know. I think that's fucking crazy. You cut off Ethan for being a mean person and all of this shit, but then you asked Tectone to fight in your thing? And not even that, doesn't even stop there. They asked Ice Poseidon to be in Creator Clash 3.
I got invited to box iDubbbz in his boxing event for Creator Clash, but I had to decline that because if I were to lose iDubbbz, I would think he's struggling to find people to box him if I had to guess, because I don't know why he would ask me.
At this point, they're going to ask Keemstar or something because holy fuck, dude. It is just so sad. And I do it does kind of suck because, again, supposedly the money's supposed to go to charity. So I'd rather a charity event actually raise money for charity. But given the past history, this isn't going to raise any money for charity. I'm just going to say that now, even if they do. On top of the fact that if you look at the seating, half of it's not even available. Now, that could mean that some of it is just reserved. They might be trying to fix the pricing issues, not renting out the entire arena. And just 4 days ago, Harley Morenstein reacting to a clip of Hasan on the Adam Friedland podcast or the Adam Friedland show. Great show, by the way. Don't really know why they had Hasan on there, but whatever. I mean, they had Destiny, so I mean, I guess you got to have both of them on there. Saying this would have been an excellent time to mention Creator Clash 3 is coming up. The event really could have used that. Sometimes I wonder if it would have been proved more beneficial for Creator Clash to have chosen H3 instead of Hasan in the divorce, or not made any choice at all, lol. This was before he announced that he was officially leaving. So yeah, I mean, it just kind of goes, it just keeps going downhill. It's so fucking sad, dude. Also, a little bit smaller of a creator, Dad. If you remember him, his whole thing was kind of like being a dad. Really funny thing, him just knocking out Matt Watson in the first Creator Clash.
I saw a video today of a boxing match between a father and a son. It made me so sad. Because there's this young kid. He looks like he's probably like 17 or 18, and the father's 42. And the father beats the shit out of him. I mean, like, dings him in the head and keeps punching him. I'm like, that's your son.
Again, I liked the first Creator Clash. I watched it, thought it was entertaining. But the fact that the second one failed to raise any money for charity is just fucking disgusting. Like, I don't care. Anyway, he donated to the H3 Podcast Live saying, hey guys, I've heard about the stuff going down. I feel for you. Really hope everyone feels as good as they can. Hope everyone makes it out sane, and good luck, Lena. This whole thing is a bummer for all. It's weird that he put that out. I feel confused too. Apparently in the iDubbbz Discord, I don't know why the fuck you would ever go there, but in the iDubbbz Discord, one of the moderators said, hey guys, a public statement will be made soon about the Creator Clash from official channels. Board, check out some content while you wait, and links to Maximum Damage, again, at the channel where Ian and Anisa talk about random shit all day and get 0 views because they're not entertaining. I'm sorry. Surprisingly, Ordinary, I'm gonna stay away from drama gamers. Mudahard also weighed in on this, saying, man, Creator Clash 3 might up being the most poorly handled YouTuber event, and that's saying something. Responding obviously to Harley saying that he's not boxing anymore. But again, I can't help but, you know, think about iDubbbz's just snaky ass video and how jealous he is of Ethan, regardless if you like him or not, right? Obviously, the H3 podcast is far more successful than anything iDubbbz ever done, even Creator Clash. And the fact that the only reason the end of that content comp was a nice ending was because the psychologist that rated Ethan's apology an A+ said that he wasn't going to change the grade. What was the ending going to be like then? Just continuing to shit on Ethan? Because if you look at the intro and the ending, they are far fucking different.
This is no longer a dream. This is a nightmare. Wake up.
Ethan, the dumb bitch is telling you to wake up.
I'm not gonna do a react content yet, chat.
You know, I also see the dynamic of Ethan and Neela. I'm like, fuck, like,
it's really hard to be a couple online and see people attacking your partner.
iDubbbz deserves all the failure he's getting, okay? It's so odd to me that you flip sides completely after being a super edgy YouTuber, which I don't care. I don't give a fuck what Ian does. You can do that. But it was just really odd the way he did it, saying that he learned empathy at 30. What the fuck psychopathic shit is that, dude? But whatever, right? You have these new groups of friends. I mean, obviously Ethan being an older friend, even self-admittedly by your wife. Interesting. But you do this whole flip, half your audience hates you, no one really likes you anymore, your wife does OnlyFans, and one of the only people that supported you during that, you just decide to cut off like it was nothing. What do you expect to happen? How do you expect people to feel about your friendship with them if this is how you're going to conduct yourself? Your event was designed to fail. You're not a good promoter. You need to live your life in Oregon, make squirrel videos, and do 7,000 viewer live stream. That's all you're good for anymore, dude. I'm sorry. He talks about how he has insecurities about being entertaining. Good. You should. You aren't entertaining anymore, Ian. I don't know what to tell you. And that's fine. You had your little fame. You're able to buy a house, live your life with your wife and 0 kids because I don't know. You want to be childless, I guess. But yeah, that's a little bit of drama today. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you think that this is going to fail or somehow going to rise like a phoenix from the ashes and be one of the greatest boxing events of all time, rivaling that of Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield, okay? Maybe that'll happen, but I'm going to wager to say either it's going to get canceled or it's just going to fail miserably. And again, I'd rather it not fail, but you know, I'd honestly also rather have everyone just donate their money directly to charity instead of giving it to people that have already proven that they do not know how to handle funds for charity. Instead, giving it to their friends and paying people to show up for a charity event. But yeah, that's about it. Love you guys. Bye.